Welcome, Wapham crew, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, beings, foes, and otherworldly beings. Let's climb aboard the mothership, secure our tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high. Get sucked into the vortex of the four corners and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. I'm your ghostess with the mostest, TessaTNT, and I'm broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, wherever you may be out there beyond the Omniverse, the multiverse, whatever you like to call it. It's an honor, a pleasure, and as I've said before, a privilege to have you hanging out with me. And man, hopefully you have a good time on the airwaves like I do. If you want to listen in your free time, whether you're working it or working out, feel free to look us up on Spreaker.com under We Are Paradox Media or anywhere else you pick up your broadcasts or podcasts. So as you know, or may not know, tonight is story time with me, TessaTNT, and we're going to get back into our book we have from Stephen King. It's his newest epic novel of basically short stories, some of them not so short. It's been really good so far. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I'm trying to backtrack. Where was I when I left off? Turn the page over here and look. Security camera? Yes, I have others with you in them. Want to see? Danny shakes his head. Okay, but here's one that might interest you. This time's it's a high-res black and white photo of tire tracks on the cracked tarmac of the Texaco. When we compare these to the tires on your truck, will they match? Well, I guess they will. He never thought he might have left tracks, but maybe should have. Because beyond the Tarvey, County Road F is dirt. It occurs to him that you can be damn careless about covering your tracks, literally, if you haven't committed a crime. Davis nods. Also, a farmer named Delroy Ferguson saw a white truck parked in front of that gas station, same day you made that call from Thompson. He called the highway patrol, said he thought it might be someone scavenging. Or a dope meat, maybe? Danny sighs. He could have sworn that farmer never took his eyes off the road as he hauled his trailer of barn boards north along the otherwise deserted county road. He thinks again. I'm caught. It was my truck. I was there. I bought the phone. I made the call. So why don't we cut through the bullshit? Ask me why I was there, and I'll tell you. He thinks about adding, you won't believe it, but wouldn't that be stating the obvious? He thinks Davis is going to ask just that, but the man in the black coat cuts in. Funny thing about that phone, it was wiped clean of fingerprints. Yes, I did that, although from what you're telling me, you would have found it anyway. Yep. On the other hand, you paid cash for it, Jalbert says, as if just passing the time. That was smart. Without the security camera, we might have taken quite a while to find you. Might have found you, or might not have at all. I didn't think it through. I told you that. The library is cool, but he's starting to sweat. Color is rising in his cheeks. He feels like a fool, so no good deed goes unpunished is exactly right. Jalbert watches Pat Grady pull out engine blading and bad valve oil shooting from the tailpipe. Then he trains his somehow dusty gaze on Danny. You want to be caught? Am I right? No, Danny says, although in his heart he wonders. Jalbert's gaze is powerful. I know what I know, it says. I've been doing this a long time, Sonny Jim, and I know what I know. I just didn't want to explain how I knew that woman was there. I didn't think anyone would believe me. If I had it to do over again, I would have written an anonymous letter. He pauses, looking down at his hand and biting his lip. Then he looks up and says the truth. No, I'd do it the same because of the dog. It got at her. It would have gotten at her some more, and maybe other dogs would have come once it had the hand and arm out of the ground. They would have scented the. He stops. Jalbert helps him. The body, poor Miss Yvonne's body. I didn't want that to happen. He's still getting used to her name, Yvonne. Pretty name. He stops. Jalbert helps him. The body. Poor Miss Yvonne's body. I didn't want that to happen. He is still getting used to her name. Yvonne. Pretty name. Ella Davis is looking at him like he has a disease, but Jalbert's somehow dusty eyes never change. He says, So tell us, you knew it was there? How? So then Danny tells them about the dream, about the sign defaced to read Hunt Road Fuck, the moon, the tinka of the price signs tapping on their pole. He tells them about his legs carried him forward of their own accord. He tells them about the hand, the charm bracelet, the dog. He tells them everything, but he can't convey the clarity of the dream, how it felt like reality. I thought it would just fade away like most dreams do after you wake up, but it didn't. So finally I went out there because I wanted to see for myself that it was just some crazy movie in my own head. Only she was there. The dog was there, so I made the call. They are silent, looking at him, considering him. Ella Davis doesn't say, Do you really expect us to swallow that? She doesn't have to. Her face says it for her. The silence spins out. Danny knows he's supposed to break it, supposed to try and convince them by giving more details. He's supposed to stumble over his words, start to babble. He keeps silent, and it's an effort. Jalbert smiles. It's startling because it's a good one. Warm, except for the eyes. They stay the same, like a man uttering a great truth, he says. You're a psychic, like Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo! Davis rolls her eyes. Danny shakes his head. I'm not. Yes, you are. By God, 3. I bet you have helped the police in other investigations like that Nancy Weber or Pete Herkus. You might even know what people are thinking. He taps one sunken temple where a snarl of little blue veins pulls. Danny smiles and points at Ella Davis. I don't know Nancy Weber or Peter Herkos from a hole in the ground, but I know what she's thinking, and I'm full of shit. Davis smiles back without humor. Got that right. Danny turns to Jalbert. I haven't ever helped the police. Before this, I mean. No. I never had a dream like that before either. No psychic flashes at all? Maybe tell a friend there's stuff on the cellar stairs, so watch out for someone's going to take a adder? No. For gosh sakes, don't leave the house on the 12th of May. 12? No. The missing ring is on top of the bathroom medicine cabinet. No. Just this one time. Jalbert is trying to sound amazed. His eyes aren't amazed. They crawl back and forth across Danny's face. They almost have weight. One. Yes. Jalbert shakes his head, more amazement, and looks to his partner. What are we going to do with this guy? How about arresting him for the murder of Yvonne Wicker? Does that sound like a plan? Oh, come on. I told you guys where the body was. If I killed her, why would I do that? Publicity? She almost spits the word. How about that? Arsonists do it all the time. Set the fire, report the fire, fight the fire, get their pictures in the paper. Jalbert suddenly leans forward and grasps Danny's hand. His touch is unpleasant. So dry and hot. Danny tries to pull away, but Jalbert's grip is strong. Do you swear? He asks in a confidential whisper. Do you swear, 3 times, 1 and 2 more, that you didn't kill Miss Yvonne Wicker? Yes! Danny yanks his hand back. He was embarrassed and scared to start with. Now he's freaking freaked out. It crosses his mind that Franklin Jalbert might be mental. It's probably an act, but what if it's not? I dreamed where her body was, and that's all. Tell you what, Ella Davis says. I've heard some terrible alibis in my time, but this one takes the prize. It's way better than dog ate my homework. Jalbert, meanwhile, is shaking his head and looking sorrowful, but the eyes don't change. They keep crawling over Danny's face. Back and forth they go. Ella, I think we need to clear this man. But he knew where the body was. They're working off a script, Danny thinks. Damned if they're not. Jalbert continues to shake his head. No, we need to clear him. We need to clear this one-time only psychic janitor. I'm a custodian, Danny says, and immediately feels foolish. I'm sorry, this one time only psychic custodian. We can do that because the man who raped Miss Yvonne didn't wear a prophylactic, and that left a gold mine of DNA. Would you mind giving us a swab, Danny, so we can eliminate you from our investigation? No strain, no pain, just a Q-tip inside your cheek. Does that sound all right? Danny doesn't realize how ramrod straight he's been sitting until he settles in his seat. Yes, I do. Do it. Davis immediately dips into her bag again. She's a good Girl Scout who comes prepared. She brings out a packet of swabs. Danny is looking at Jalbert, and what he sees maybe is the briefest flicker of disappointment. Danny's not positive, but he thinks Jalbert was bluffing, that the rapist killer actually did wear a rubber. Open wide, Mr. Psychic Custodian, Davis says. Danny opens wide, and Davis swabs the inside of his cheek. She looks approvingly at the Q-tip before popping it into the container. Cells tell, she says. They always do. Carrier's here, Jalbert says. Danny looks out the window and sees a flatbed pulling into the parking lot. Ella Davis is looking at Jalbert. He gives her a nod and she delves into her handbag. She comes out with 2 thin bundles of paper held together with paper clips. Search warrants, one for your truck and one for your home at. She consults one of them. 919 Oak Drive. Would you care to read them over? Danny shakes his head. What else should he have expected? Jalbert says, go out and tell them his pickup's around back. Video them putting the truck on the flatbed so our custodian can claim later that we planted anything. She takes her phone and stands up, but looks doubtful. Jalbert gives her a smile, showing the tiny pegs that serve him as teeth, and flaps his hand at the door. We'll be fine, won't we, Danny? If you say so. Keys? She asks. Under the seat. He flicks the key ring hanging on his belt loop. I've got enough keys for this place. I don't need to add more. Truck's not locked, and for once, he has his phone with him. She nods and goes out. When the door closes, Jalbert says, that flatbed is going to take your pickup to Great Bend, where it will be gone over from bumper to tailpipe. Will we find anything belonging to Miss Yvonne? Not unless you plan it. One of her hairs? One single blonde hair? Not unless we plan it, yes. Danny, we'll be taking a ride after all, but not to the museum. Not to the Manitou PD. To your place. Just out of curiosity, are there any oaks in Oak Grove Trailer Park? 4 or 5? Maybe only 3? No. I didn't think so. There will be some cops and a forensic unit there. Is your house key on the ring with the keys to your truck? Yes, but the door is unlocked. Jalbert raises eyebrows that are the same red mixed with gray of his jumbo widow's peak. Aren't you the trusting soul? I lock up at night. In the daytime, Danny shrugs. I've got nothing worth stealing. Travel light, do you? Not just psychic, but an alkalite of Theru? Danny doesn't know who that is any more than he knows what tinder is. He guesses Jalbert knows that. His eyes crawl and crawl. Danny realizes why he felt the man's gaze as dusty. His eyes have no shine, no sparkle, just a certain avidity. He's like room tone, he thinks. Odd idea, but it's right somehow. He wonders if Jalbert dreams. I've got a question for you, Danny. One I've already asked and you've answered, but this time I'll give you your rights first. You have the right to remain silent. If you choose to speak to me, you don't have to, but if you do, anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney and to have an attorney present. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. He pauses. The small white pegs make an appearance. I'm sure that has a familiar ring. It does. What Danny's thinking is that when he and Jalbert arrive at his trailer, there will be cops there already. Those residents not at work will see and pass it on. Police were searching Danny Coughlin's trailer. By dark, the news will be all over Oak Grove. You understand your rights? I do, but you're not recording. She took her phone. Doesn't matter, this is just between us. Jalbert stands and leans forward, his fingers tinted on the library table, his eyes searching Danny's face. So one more time. Did you kill Yvonne Wicker? No. For the first time, Jalbert's smile looks real. In a low, almost caressing voice, he says, I think you did. I know you did. Sure, you don't want to talk about it. Danny looks at his watch. What I want is to clock out those two kids and myself. "13. It's what Danny expected at Oak Grove. 2 police cars and white forensics van parked in front of his trailer. Half a dozen of his neighbors are standing around watching. Ella Davis is there, along with 4 ununiformed cops and 2 forensics guys who are wearing white pullover suits, gloves, and booties. Danny assumes that she caught a ride to the trailer park with the flatbed hauling his truck, so the neighbors will have seen that too. Nice. At least Becky's not there, which is a relief. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, she has a part-time job at Freddy's Washateria. Darla Jean colors or reads a book while Becky empties washers and dryers and makes change and folds clothes. But she'll find out, Danny thinks. Someone will be eager to tell her, probably that motormouth Cynthia Babson. Although his trailer is unlocked, they've waited for Jalbert. Davis walks over to the car. When Danny gets out of the front seat instead of the back, she frowns at Jalbert, who only shrugs. She says, Are we going to find any weapons in there, Mr. Coughlin? So no more Danny, and she's speaking loud enough for the looky-loos to hear. Does she want them to understand Danny Coughlin is a suspect of something serious? Of course she does. 38 semi-auto in the bedside table, Coat Commander. He wants to add he has a perfect right to a home defense weapon. He's never been convicted of a felony, but keeps his mouth shut. We can see Bill Dumfries standing by his trailer, beefy arms crossed over his chest, face neutral. Danny decides he wants to talk to Bill when he gets a chance. Loaded? Yes. Are we going to find any drugs, syringes, or other drug paraphernalia? Just aspirin. She nods to the forensics guy. They go inside, carrying their cases. A cop with a video cam follows behind. He's wearing booties and nitrile gloves, but no overall suit. Can I go in? Danny asks. Davis shakes her head. Let him stand in the doorway and watch, Jalbert says. No harm in that. Davis gives Jalbert another frown, but Danny is pretty sure they have done this dance before. Not good cop, bad cop. But aggressive cop, neutral cop. Only he doubts if Jalbert is neutral Davis either. Danny goes up the steps, their concrete block. Even after 3 years, he keeps thinking his Oak Grove trailer is temporary, but there are flowers on either side. He gave Becky money to buy the seeds. He and Darla Jean planted them. He stands in the doorway and watches the forensics guys go through his private space, opening drawers and cupboards. They look in the fridge, his oven, the countertop microwave. It's infuriating. He keeps thinking, this is what you get for trying to help. This is what you get. From behind him, soft Jalbert says, I'll give you receipts for what they take for testing. Danny jumps a little. He never heard Jalbert coming. He's a quiet son of a bitch. In the end, all they take are his gun and butcher knife. One of the forensics guys bags them and the other forensics guy photographs them. Video isn't enough, apparently. Danny has 3 steak knives, but they don't take those. He surmises that their serrated blades don't match the wounds they found on Yvonne Wicker's body. Danny goes down the steps. Davis and Jalbert have their heads together. He's murmuring something to Jalbert. He listens without taking his eyes off Danny. Jalbert nods, murmurs something in return, and then they walk back to Danny. Curious eyes are watching them. Police visits aren't uncommon in the trailer park, but this is the first time Danny has been visited by them. Ella Davis says in a casual tone, as if just passing the time of day, "Have you killed others, Danny? And it just got to be too much for you? Was it guilt instead of publicity? Was the Wicker girl the straw that broke the camel's back?" Looking her dead in the eye, Danny says, "Haven't killed anybody." Davis smiles. "You need to come on down to Manitou Cop Shop tomorrow. We have more questions. How does 10 o'clock sound?" Just the way I wanted to spend my Saturday morning, Danny thinks. What if I refuse? She makes her eyes round. Well, that would be your choice, for now anyway, but if you didn't do anything but report the body, I'd think that you would want to get this cleared up. Done and dusted, Jalbert says, and brushes his hands together to demonstrate. 10 o'clock. Okay. In case you didn't notice, your guys took my truck. We'll send a car for you, Jalbert says. Maybe I should rent one from Budget and send you guys the bill? Good luck getting someone to okay paying that, Jalbert says. Bureaucracy. The pegs of his teeth wink, then disappear. But you can try. Davis says, "So, close tonight. You can leave town, but don't leave the county," she smiles. "We'll be watching." I have no doubt. Danny hesitates a moment, then says, "If this is how you guys act when someone does you a solid, I'd hate to see how you act when someone does you dirt." We know. Danny has had enough. "You know nothing, Inspector Davis. Now get out, both of you." She's unperturbed, just unzips the side pocket of her satchel purse and hands him a card. "This is my cell. It will get me day or night. Give me a call if you decide against a further interview tomorrow morning, but I don't advise it." She and Jalbert get into the dark blue sedan. They drive toward the trailer park entrance, past the sign reading slow, "We love our children." Danny walks over to Bill Dumfries. "What in the hell was that about?" Bill asks. "Long story short, I found the body of a murdered girl in a little town north of here. Gunnell tried to call it in anonymously. They found out. Now they think that I did it." "Jesus," Bill says and shakes his head. "Cops." It sounds good, and maybe the doubt Danny thinks he sees in Bill's eyes is his imagination. Maybe Danny doesn't care. Bill retired from Dumfries contracting 3 years ago, and if anyone in Oak Grove knows of a lawyer in the area, it's Bill. He asks Bill. Bill checks his phone, and Danny has a name and number even before the dark blue sedan turns onto the highway. He types the info into his contacts. "I'm surprised they didn't take my phone, too," Danny says. "If I'd left it in the glove compartment of my truck like I usually do, they'd have it. Bill says he's pretty sure they would have needed a separate warrant for that, then says they might ask you to turn it over tomorrow if you've got something on it you don't want them to see. I'd trash it. I don't, Danny says, a little too loudly. People are still looking at him, and his trailer door has been left open. He feels violated and tells himself that's stupid, but the feeling doesn't go away because it's not stupid. Billy? It's Mrs. Dumfries, standing in the front door of their trailer. A double wide that's the fanciest one in the park. Come in here. Your dinner's getting cold. Bill doesn't look back. He gives Danny a quick thumbs up, which is better than nothing, Danny supposes. In the trailer with the door shut, Danny has a sudden fit of the shakes and has to sit down. It's the first one since his drinking days when he used to get the shakes on morning after until he got his first cup of coffee into him. Also some aspirin. And of course, he had them when he woke up in that Wichita jail cell and there was no coffee or aspirin to banish them. That was when he decided he had to quit the booze or he was going to get into even more serious trouble, so he quit. And look at the mess. Look at what he's in now. No good deed, etc., etc. He doesn't bother making coffee, but there's a 6-pack of Pepsi in the fridge. He chugs it down, lets out a ringing belch, and the shakes start to subside. The lawyer's name is Edgar Ball, and he's local. He doesn't expect to get Ball. It's past 5 p.m. on a Friday evening, but the recorded message gives him a number to call if it's urgent. Danny calls it. Hello? Is this Edgar Ball, the lawyer? What is? And I'm just about to take my wife out to dinner at Happy Jack's. Tell me why you're calling and make it brief. My name is Daniel Coughlin. I think the police believe I murdered a girl. He rethinks that. I know they believe it. I didn't do it. I just told them where the body was. I'm supposed to go in for questioning tomorrow at the Manitou Police Department. Manitou PD wants to, not them. KBI. They're just going to use a room at the Manitou station to question me. They're giving me tonight to stew, but I think they might arrest me in the morning. I need a lawyer. I got your name from Bill Dumfries. A woman calls something in the background. Ball says he'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Then to Danny. I'm a real estate lawyer. Did Bill tell you that? I haven't handled a criminal case since the first year I hung out with my shingle, and back then it was mostly DUIs and petty larceny. I don't know any other... What time is your interview? They want me at 10 at Manitou PD on Rappert Street. If you say so. I'll represent you at the interview, and I can do that much. Then, if you don't just drop this, I'll recommend a lawyer who deals with criminal matters. Danny starts to say thank you again and maybe ask Ball if he could give him a ride to the police station, but Ball just hung up. It isn't much, but it's something. He calls Becky. Hey, Beck, he says when she answers. I've got a little problem here, and I wondered. I know about your little problem, Becky says, and it doesn't sound so little to me. I just got off the phone with Cynthia Babson. Of course you did, Danny thinks. She says the cops think you killed that girl they found out north. She stops there, waiting for him to say he didn't do it and that it's ridiculous, but he shouldn't have to do that. He's known him for 3 years. They have sex once a week, sometimes twice. He's picked her daughter up from school, and he shouldn't have to do that. End of story. He says, I'm supposed to talk to them tomorrow, these 2 investigators from KBI, and I wondered if I could borrow your car. They took my truck to Great Bend, and I'm not sure when I'll get it back. There's a long pause, then Becky says, I was going to take DJ to High Banks Hall of Fame tomorrow. You know she loves those funny cars. Danny knows the place, although he's never been there. He also knows Darla Jean has never expressed the slightest interest in seeing a bunch of midget racing cars, at least not to him. If it was a doll museum, that would be different. All right, no problem. You didn't have anything to do with that girl, did you, Danny? He sighs. No, Beck. I knew where she was, is all. How? How did you know that? I had a dream. She kindles. Like Letitia in Inside View? Yes, just like her. I have to go, Becky. You take care of yourself, Danny. You too, Beck. At least she believed me about the dream, he thinks. On the other hand, Becky seems to believe everything she reads in her favorite supermarket tabloid, including how the ghost of Queen Elizabeth is haunting Balmoral Castle and about the intelligent ant people living deep in the Amazon forest. Ella Davis takes her partner to his hotel in Lyons and parks under the canopy. Jalbert grabs his battered old briefcase, companion of 20-plus years of investigations covering Kansas, from side to side and top to bottom, and tells her he'll be at the Manitou PD by 9 tomorrow. No need to pick him up. He'll drive his personal. They can go over their plan of attack one more time before Coughlin arrives at 10. Davis tells herself is going on to Great Bend, where she's staying with her sister. There's a big birthday party coming up. Ella's daughter is turning 8. Do we have enough to arrest him, Frank? Let's see what the forensics finds in his truck. No doubt in your mind that he did it? None. Drive safe, Ella. She heads out. Jalberts gives her a wave and then heads to his room, giving his Chevy Caprice a pat on the way by. Like his briefcase, the Caprice has been with him in many cases from Kansas City on one side of the state to Scott City on the other. The 2-room suite, far from fancy, is what's known as Kansas Plain. There's a smell of disinfectant and a fainter smell of mold. The toilet has a tendency to chuckle after flushing unless you flap the handle a few times. The air conditioner has a slight rattle. He's been in better places, but he's been in far worse. Jalbert drops his briefcase on the bed and runs the combination lock. He takes out a file with Wicker written on the tab. He makes sure the curtains are pulled tight. He puts the chain on the door and turns the thumb lock. Then he undresses, down to the skin, folding each item of clothing on top of the briefcase as he goes. He sits in the chair by the door. 1. He moves to the chair by the tiny, almost useless desk and sits down. 1 plus 2, add 3, 6. He goes to the bed and sits beside his briefcase, and folded clothes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 make 21. He goes into the bathroom and sits on the closed lid of the toilet. The plastic is cold on his skinny buttocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 make 55. He goes back to the first chair, skinny penis swinging like a pendulum, and sits down. Now add 11. 12, 13, 14, and 15 makes 120. He makes another full round, which satisfies him. Sometimes he has to go to 10 or 20 rounds before his mind tells him it's enough. He allows himself a piss that he's been holding a long time, then washes his hands while he counts to 17. He doesn't know why 17 is perfect for hand washing. It just is. It works for teeth brushing too. Hair washing is 25 count. Has been since he was a teenager. He pulls his suitcase from under the bed and puts on fresh clothes. Those he took off and folded go into the suitcase. The suitcase goes back under the bed. On his knees he says, "Lord, by your will, I serve the people of Kansas. Tomorrow, if it's your will, I'll arrest the man who killed poor Miss Yvonne." He takes the folder to the chair by the useless desk and opens the file. He looks at the picture of Miss Yvonne, leafing through them 5 times. 1 to 5, added together, make 15. She's terrible to look at. Terrible, terrible. These pictures would break the stoniest heart. What he keeps coming back to is the charm bracelet, some of the charms missing, from the look of it, and the dirt in her hair. Poor Miss Yvonne, 20 years old, raped and moited. The pain she must have felt, the fear. Jalbert's pastor claims that all earthly terrors and pains are wiped away in the joys of heaven. It's a beautiful idea, but Jalbert isn't so sure. Jalbert thinks that some traumas may transcend even death. A terrible thought, but it feels true to him. He looks at the pathologist's report, which is a problem. It states that Miss Yvonne was in the oil-soaked ground at least 10 days plus or minus before her body was exhumed by the highway patrol, and there is no way of telling when she was actually murdered. Coughlin could have buried her behind the deserted gas station immediately, or he could have held on to the body for a while, possibly because he couldn't decide where to dispose of it, possibly for some psycho reason of his own. Without a more precise time of death, Coughlin really doesn't have to have an alibi. He's a moving target. On the other hand, Jalbert says, he wants to be caught. That's why he came forward. He's like a girl saying, "No, no," with her mouth and "yes, yes" with her eyes. Not that he could make such a comparison to anyone else. Most of all, Ella Davis. Not in this era of #believe the woman. I believe in Miss Yvonne, he thinks. He's unhappy that they don't have more and thinks about doing the chairs again, but doesn't. He walks down to the shack, the snack shack for cheeseburgers and a shake instead. He counts his steps and adds them, not as good as doing the chairs, but quite soothing. He sits in his Kansas plain suit, which he will forget as soon as he leaves it, as he has forgotten so many other temporary accommodations. He eats his burger, he drinks his shake until the straw crackles in the bottom. He thinks about Coughlin saying he dreamed Miss Yvonne's location. That's the part of him that wants to confess. He'll admit it, and then he's done. "16. Danny is watching something on Netflix without really seeing it when his phone rings. He looks at the screen, sees it's Becky, and thinks he's had time to change her mind about loaning him her car. Only that's not it. She tells him they better cool it for a while, keep their distance. Just until the cops clear him of the wicker thing, as of course they will. But see, here's the thing, Danny. Andy's talking about going back to court and suing me, or whatever they call it, for custody of Darla Jean. And if his lawyer can say I've been spending time with someone under suspicion for, that girl, he might be able to convince a judge." "Really, Beck? Didn't you tell me he's like 6 months behind on his child support payments? I don't think a judge would be very eager to turn DJ over to a deadbeat dad, do you?" "I know, but Danny, please try to understand. If he had Darla Jean, he wouldn't have to pay child support. In fact, I don't know exactly how these things work, but I might have to pay him." When was the last time he even took DJ for the weekend? She has an answer for that too. More weak bullshit, and he doesn't know why he's pressing the issue. It's never been true love, just an arrangement between two single people who are living in a trailer park and edging into middle age. She doesn't want to be involved. Fine, but he'll miss Darla Jean, who helped him plant flowers to dress up his cement block steps a little. DJ is a sweetie, and an idea strikes him. It's unpleasant, it's plausible, it's unpleasantly plausible. "Are you afraid I might do something to DJ, Becky? Molest her or something? Is that what this is about?" "No, of course not." Buddy hears it in her voice, or thinks he does, and comes to the same. "Take care of yourself, Beck. Danny!" He ends the call, sits down, and looks at the TV, where some male doofus, or doofus, is telling some female doofus that it's complicated. "Ain't it just?" Danny says, and zaps the show into oblivion. He sits and looks at the blank television screen and thinks, "I will not pity myself. I just screwed up reporting what I found, and I won't pity myself." Then he thinks of Jalbert's eyes crawling over his face. "Watch out for that one," he says. For the first time in 2 years, he finds himself wishing for a beer. "17. Jalbert lies in his bed, ramrod straight, listening to a prairie wind blowing outside, thinking about the next day's interrogation. He doesn't want to think about it. He needs his sleep so he can be fresh in the morning. Coughlin is the one who should lie sleepless tonight, tossing and turning. Sometimes you can't turn off the machine. He swings his legs out of bed, grabs his phone, and calls George Gibson, who's been heading the KBI forensics unit for the last 7 years. Gibson flew in from Wichita as soon as the judge signed off on search warrants and was ready to start work as soon as Coughlin's truck was delivered. Calling him is a mistake. Gibson will call him if he has something, but Jalbert can't help himself. Sometimes, like now for instance, he knows how junkies feel. "George, it's Frank. Have you got anything? Any sign at all that the girl was in his truck?" "Nothing yet," Gibson says, "but we're still working. I'm going to leave my phone on. Call me if you get something definitive. It doesn't matter how late." "I will now. May I go back to work?" Yeah, sorry. It's just, we're working for the girl, George. For Miss Yvonne, we're her advocates. Thanks for reminding me. Sorry. Go back to work. Sorry. Go back to work. Jalbert ends the call and lies down. He begins counting and adding. 1 and 2 makes 3. 3 more is 6. 4 more is 10. 5 more is 15. By the time he gets to 17 is 153. He has finally begun to relax. By the time he gets to 28 is 406. He is drifting into sleep. Man, I wish it was that easy for me. Sorry for the little delay there. My son came in and I paused. Then I had to find my place because I didn't do it before I unpaused. But let me look. We could perhaps get a little further. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to 19. All right, so we'll go back to our trim here. Ready? 18. At 2 o'clock, his phone wakes him. It's Gibson. Give me some good news, George. I would if I could. Gibson sounds beat. The truck is clean. I'm going home, while I can still keep my eyes open. Jalbert is sitting bolt upright in bed. Nothing? Are you kidding? I never kid after midnight. Did you put it on the lift? Did you check the undercarriage? Don't tell your granny how to suck eggs, Frank. Gibson sounds on the verge of losing his temper. Jalbert should stop. He can't stop. He washed it, didn't he? Son of a bitch washed it, and probably had it detailed. Not lately, he didn't. There's still plenty of dirt in it from his trip out to Gunnell. No traces of bleach in the cab or the truck bed either. Jalbert expected more. He expected something, he really did. Gibson says finding fingerprints, hair, an item of her clothing, that would have been ideal. The gold standard, but doesn't mean he didn't have her. He either did an ace cleaning job inside or she was never in the truck at all. Jalbert is hatching a headache, and getting back to sleep is probably going to be out of the question. He could have used some other vehicle to transport her. He's got a girlfriend in that trailer park. Maybe he used her car. If he doesn't confess, he may have to. There's a third possibility, Gibson says. What? Jalbert snaps. He could be innocent. Jalbert is amazed to silence for a few seconds, then laughs. Just kidding. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go to our first music break. On this break, and I got this written down because you know how my memory is. We have Mystique from Milwaukee, Wisconsin with If I Slip, and I want to say I Want It All, but that could be Mocha Tea. It doesn't say, it just says I Want It All mix. And then we got Miss Mocha Tea with Future Plan. So yeah, I think the other one is Mystique. And Mocha Tea is from Milwaukee as well. And then we have Mr. Brick Casey from Boston, Massachusetts, with Mr. Cellman. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Let's get it. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. How could you love a man who never been loved? How could you show him something he so used to lust? I know I'm young, but I know I can be the one. If he open up his eyes and know I'm the one he can trust. Support and good loving is all a nigga need. All that bullshit niggas give you is a test to see if you'll leave. And if you leave, you are not a strong queen. Cause a queen will stay still, pray and be there for her king. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. I love the way he carry himself, I love his swagger. He had me at happily ever after. No fairy tale, this man I really wanna capture. A peek at you, got my heart beating faster. No road runner, but you got my mind racing. Still can call you up and don't know what to say. My friends might say I'm dumb, my friends might say I'm stupid. Then again, why take advice from single women? Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Let's create a kingdom and have a Prince Wednesday. Build an empire, a dream I desire. Like Candy Crush on the Monday. Got butterflies feeling funny. Blunt out the blunt, can't get no higher. Like a fiend who needs sexual healing. Boy, bless me with that business. You're my teacher, you got my undivided attention. Boy, would you come my way and answer a simple question?
I got dreams and ambition, I'm ready and I'm willing. I'm meeting this competition. You don't wanna be my dinner. The whole shift changed when the music bang. Love the look on their face. I got dreams and ambition, I'm ready and willing. I'm meeting this competition. You don't wanna be my dinner. The whole shift changed when the music bang. I just love to see the look on their face. And if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm meeting this competition. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. You don't wanna be my dinner. I'm about to do this to death, cause I know they watching. Don't understand the talking, tell that dog to quit barking. I'm an entrepreneur, so correct when you talking. Bet I get it back and take a loss to be a boss. Coming fast and I'm switching lanes with it, crisscross. Never messing with you, rapping ratchets, what you really thought. And my jab steady dreaming, chasing missions for the fam. Understand I'm flowing lands from the Milwaukee brand. Thought you knew you can't wear my shoes, not do what I do. It's a mob, I don't pick or choose, just sticking to the rules. Keep my beats above and beneath. They know I'm beauty. What you need, I got what you need when it come to it. Who been grinding all winter so the summer extra lit? I've been in and out the booth trying to weigh up my greatness. It ain't no time to play with it, and if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I'm meeting this competition. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. You don't wanna be my dinner,
Yeah, okay. I want it all. Even if you stepping out of bounds, keep ballin'. I want it all. Diamonds and cars, building big yachts, close up the stars, buying the bars. On it is ours. I want it all, big or small. No more of a downfall. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I could sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mall. Owning the whole block, driving to the mailbox. Cruising in my yacht, I gotta get up out this box. I want it all. I always knew that I would be rich, don't doubt for a minute. Speaking to existence, hoping and feeling to give away a million. Just be chilling in the tallest building. Say hello to the mission and vision with me. Hello. Watch cost about 150 Rolex diamond luxury city. Next to Movado, motto cocked before the arrival. Lamborghini with bass high, I could hear it all. Sit back, sun roof up, is the stars. High performance cars, super saloon, exclusive rims spinning hard. Always wanted to build a park. Obstacles to enter, a lot more for the kids. Recreation centers, I want it all. Red bricks, cream coated, painted marble fountain as I pass. Walking the stone path, heated pool, home theater for all of my family. Wanna do it for my city. Can't wait to see the chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. I want it all. Diamonds and cars, building big yachts, close up the stars, buying the bars. On it is ours. I want it all, big or small. No more of a downfall. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I could sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mall. Owning the whole block, driving to the mailbox. Cruising in my yacht, I gotta get up out this box. I want it all. I'm inside of a dungeon, life involves repercussions. Could the consequences leave me boxed up, feeling suction? How could this bad mistake have me thinking ways to escape? Catching the case, wanting it all has been replaced. Look at a cellmate face, I know they can't relate. Trust in the soul, heck no, it's to stay safe. Up in the place where my food is cold on my plate. It ain't no breaks, it's a time to concentrate. Watching my back, got stabbed by too many snakes. Who times dragged against the bars is a rude away. Mind race, body cold, hard to embrace. The situation made me think, why did I miss the hate? And common sense of being solved in so many ways. During the problem thoughts, I forgot I want it all. Forgot I had a dream to rule it, forgot to remember that all my fans had a thought that I can have it all. I want it all, staring at the walls, walking down the halls, wait for my collect call, supposed to be at a concert hall. Instead, I want it all behind bars, can't reach for a star. It's a fear. I want it all. 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 Diamonds and cars, building big yachts, close up the stars, buying the bars. On it is on. I want it all. Big or small, no more of a downfall. I want it all. Diamonds and cars, building big yachts, close up the stars, buying the bars. On it is ours. I want it all. Big or small, no more of a downfall. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I could sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mall. Owning the whole block, driving to the mailbox. Cruising in my yacht, I gotta get up out this bodice. I want it all. Mystique.
Hello? You're trying to call me baby, but it's poor reception.
exceptional. Cause she ain't picking up. Hello? Hello? Listen, Mr. Operator. I've been up all day and I'm trying to dial my baby's number. See, it only rings straight to the machine. 617. Now I know something must be wrong with this cell phone. Cause my baby knows she wouldn't hang up on me. So tell me what's going on. I see most of the time phone only ring twice. How you doing, boo? Cool, how's your date? Nice. Now she ain't picking up, plus a text her. Put it to your plane, she's the one to get next to. It's not just the way, it's all day with affection. I'm hoping this detection is poor reception. Straight to the machine, mean it's like clicking my car, get connected quick. I'm saying, hey, Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Why she ain't picking up, yo? I see the phone rings quite a few times before any answer. And I know she's home, well at least till 3. And I know she's home. Now I don't mean to be any bother operator, but could you just check and connect this call for me? Cause I know she's home. Now see, the first time I call, I'm like, maybe she working. And the second time I call, I'm like, little bit hurting. But the third time I call, I'm like, going berserk. And now half a day gone, can't get her on the horn. Usually in the morning, maybe it's something wrong. I mean, she wouldn't take this long to call back. See, we tight like that, she's supposed to be mine. So could you please try it one more time? Hey, Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Why she ain't picking up, yo? For some reason, it's like she ain't home. Just wanna get my baby on the phone. Now I know that she's there all alone. So can you please hook up my cellular phone? Hey, Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see there's something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Mr. Cellular Phone Man, I see something wrong with my line. I try to dial my baby's number, but can't click every time. Why she ain't picking up, yo? Why she ain't picking up, yo?
Welcome back, everyone. That was supposed to be a transition, but I push buttons, and I was pushing buttons, and the buttons weren't button pushing, the ones I was supposed to be button pushing. But no, that was an awesome music break. I'm a bit distracted. On the break, I did see a video. So, there's a number of videos done by this particular woman. And she's been going around and asking churches to give her money or food for her baby. She says, "My baby hasn't eaten since last night." 10 churches said yes. 33 churches said no. That's crazy, don't you think? And then the same people doing the investigation went to the corner to the dope dealers. Dope slangers, whatever you want to call them. 7 out of 7 said yes. And the people running the churches are like, hey, we get spam all the time. People are always trying to scam us. That can of baby food was maybe $18-20. Does that really hurt you when you have thousands worth of donations and tithing, etc.? Jesus, when he was around, was hanging out with the simple people. The hookers, the whores, the thieves, and so on. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to hear that. I'd like to know more about those numbers, like who exactly was that said no and who said yes. But in the end, it's just crazy how people judge and think they are better or know better. It's just really, really sad. Alright, so we're gonna get back to our book by Mr. Stephen King, You Like It Darker Stories. You guys ready? Here we go. When Jabba arrives at Manitou Police Station the next morning, fresh pair of dad jeans, fresh shirt, same lucky black coat, he sees Ella Davis waiting for him on the front step, smoking a cigarette. When she sees him coming, she drops it and steps on the butt. She thinks of telling him he looks tired, rejects the idea, and instead asks him what he knows about Coughlin's truck. Clean, Jalbert says, and sets his briefcase down between his sensible black shoes. Which means we've got a little more work to do. Sorry, guys. It could also mean Yvonne Wicker wasn't his first. Have you thought of that? Of course he has. Serials often botch their first one, but if they're not caught, they learn from their same mistakes. He could tell Davis there was no bleach residue in the truck, meaning Coughlin didn't use it to clean up blood. Other fluid or touch DNA, but the idea doesn't cross his mind because it doesn't matter. Coughlin did her. The dream story was either a half-assed effort to show off, like an arsonist showing up to help fight the fire he started, as Davis said, and it's crazy, stepping away from the book there, how many firefighters are arsonists? And some of them are cuckoo enough to set the fires themselves and then go fight them. It's insane. Or because the guilt has gotten too much for him and he wants to confess. Jalbert thinks the latter and will be happy to help him in that regard. Miss Yvonne stayed at a shelter in Arkansas City on the night of May 31st, Jalbert says. Her signature is in their ledger. Next morning, she buys coffee and a sausage biscuit at a Gas and Go near the intersection of I-35 and, help me, State Road 166, Davis says. She's on the security video, big as life. Clerks saw her picture in the Oklahoman and called it in. Gold star for him. Jalbert nods. June 1st, just past 8 a.m., off she goes to hitch a ride on 35, and that's the last time anyone saw Miss Yvonne until Coughlin drives out to Gunnell and reports the body. We together so far? Davis nods. So, when we question Coughlin, we have to ask him where he was and what he was doing between the 1st of June and the 24th when he made that call. He'll say he doesn't remember, which is reasonable. It's only on TV that people remember where they were. If you asked me where I was on June 5th or the 10th, I couldn't tell you. Not for sure. Stepping away from the book again, I couldn't tell you either. Like, seriously, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? Sorry, guys, I keep forgetting to put auto DJ, so the song keeps actually ending instead of continuing repeatedly. He punches a clock at the high school where he works that takes care of some of the time. She starts to say something, and he raises those 2 fingers to cut her off. I know what you're thinking. A time clock doesn't know what you do after you punch in, but he's got those 2 boys working for him. We'll talk to them, see if he left them on their own for a few hours or even a whole day. Davis takes a notebook out of her big bag and begins to scribble in it. Without looking up, she says, "School was still in the first week of June. I checked the calendar online. Plenty of people will have seen him, if he was there." "We're going to talk to everyone," Jalbert says. "Just you and me, Ella. Find out as much as we can about where he was during those 3 weeks. Find out where the holes are, inconsistencies. Are you up for that?" "Yes." "That's if he doesn't confess this morning, which I have a feeling he might do." "Only one thing bothers me," Davis says. "How he looked when you told him the perp left semen. What I saw on his face, and his body that too, was relief. Gladness almost. He couldn't wait to give me a cheek swab." Jalbert raises his hands, palms out, as if to physically push the idea away. Why would he worry about DNA? He knew it was a bluff because he put on a prophylactic before he raped her. She says nothing, but there's a look on her face that makes him frown. "What?" "It was relief," she repeats, like he didn't know about the rubber. Like he thought a DNA compare might really let him off the hook. Jalbert laughs. "Some of these boys are exceptional actors. Ted Bundy had a girlfriend. And she had a daughter. Did you guys know that? That's crazy. Dennis Rader fooled his own wife for years. I suppose, but he wasn't very clever about the burner he used, was he?" The frown reappears. "Come on, Ella. He wanted us to find him. Now, are we going to get justice for Miss Yvonne this morning?" She considers this. Jalbert has been an investigator with KBI for 20 years. She's been an inspector for 5. She trusts his instincts, plus the story of the dream is such obvious bullshit. "We are." He pats her on the shoulder. "That's it, partner. You hold that thought." The last thing Danny wants is another cop car showing up at his trailer, so at 9:30 he's standing at the entrance to Oak Grove, hands in his pockets, waiting for his ride. He's thinking about how badly he fucked up the anonymous call, succeeding in only making things look worse for himself, and he's thinking about Jalbert. The woman doesn't scare him. Jalbert does, because Jalbert has made up his mind, and all Danny has is a story about a dream that only a few people, such as inside view readers like Becky, would believe. Well, he does have one other thing going for him. He didn't kill the girl. As it turns out, he could have waited at his trailer because the cop who picks him up is driving an unmarked. He's wearing his uniform but sitting behind the wheel, with his hat on the seat and the top button of his shirt undone. He may be any John Q. citizen. He powers down the passenger window. "Are you Coughlin?" "Yes. Can I sit up front with you?" "Well, I don't know," the cop says. He's young, surely. No more than 25. This is Kansas, but he gives off a laid-back surfer dude vibe. Are you going to launch an attack on me? Danny smiles. I don't launch attacks on anyone until at least mid-afternoon. Okay then, you can sit down up front, just like a big boy, but do me a favor and keep your hands where I can see them. Danny gets in, he clicks his seatbelt. The cop's dashboard computer is off, but his police radio mutters constantly, too low to hear. So, cop says, getting questioned by KBI in our little police station. What a thrill, right? Not for me, Danny says. Did you kill that girl? The one they found in Gunnell? Just between us, you know. No. Well, what else would you say? The cop asks and laughs. Danny surprises himself by laughing with him. How'd you know she was there if you didn't kill her? Danny sighs. It's out there now. As Elvis used to say, it's your baby. You have to rock it. I saw it in a dream. Went out to see for myself and she was there. He expects the cop to say that that's the most ridiculous story he's ever heard, but he doesn't. Weird shit happens, he says. You know Red Bluff, about 60 miles west of here? Heard of it, never been there. An old lady went to the cops and said that she'd had a vision of a little boy falling down an old well. This was 6 or 8 years ago, and you know what? That kid was there, still alive. Made national news. Tell those KBIers to Google it. Red Bluff kid down the well. They'll find it, but what? Stick to your story. If you didn't do that girl in, don't go changing it or they'll hang you. You sound like you're no fan of the KBI, the cop shrugs. They're all right for the most part. Treat us like hicks mostly, but ain't that what we are? When you get right down to it, 6-man force, little speed trap outside of town. That's us. Our OD. Told those two. They can have the break room. Question you. We use it for interrogations when we have to, so it's got a camera and a mic. He pulls up in front. The station door opens and Jalbert comes out. He stands on the top step in his black coat with the faded elbows looking down. One other thing, Mr. Coughlin. We all know about Frank Jalbert. He don't quit. Highway Patrol worships him. Think he's a fucking legend, and my guess is he don't believe in dreams. I know that much already, Danny says. Danny mounts the steps. Jalbert holds out his hand. Danny hesitates to shake it. The hand is as dry and feverish as it was yesterday. Thank you for coming, Danny. Let's go inside and straighten this thing out. What do you say? The officer in charge just put on a fresh pot of coffee. Not just yet. Jalbert frowns. It's only 5 to 10, Danny says. I'm expecting someone. Oh? A lawyer. It's only 5 to 10. Jalbert raises his eyebrows. As a rule, folks who feel the need to lawyer up are guilty folks. No. Okay, so stepping back from the story again. No. Don't say shit to the cops. They're not your friends. Always lawyer up. Protect that ass, especially these days. Like, everything is so sideways and crooked and upside down. You can't trust the police or especially ICE. We're smart folks. To this, Jalbert says nothing. Edgar Ball pulls up at 10 on the dot. He's riding a ginormous Honda Goldwing motorcycle. The motor is so quiet that Danny can hear an easy listening oldie. REO Speedwagons, Take It on the Run. I love that song. From the in-dash radio, Ball parks, kickstands his ride, and dismounts. Denny likes him immediately, partly for the huge bike, partly because he's middle-aged, dressed in a golf shirt that makes no secret of his man boobs, and big old khaki shorts that flap down to his knees. Never did a real estate lawyer look less like a real estate lawyer. I take it you are Daniel Gofflin. Gofflin? He says and sticks out a pudgy hand. I am, Danny says, shaking with him. Thank you for coming. Ball switches his attention to the man in the black coat. I'm Eddie Ball, counselor at law, and you are, you are Inspector Franklin Jalbert, Kansas Bureau of Investigation. He's gazing across the mostly deserted Manitou Main Street, seeming not to see Ball's outstretched hand. Let's go inside. We have questions for Danny. You go inside, Ball says, and we'll join you shortly. I'd like to have a private word with my client. Jalbert frowns. We don't have all day. I'd like to get this done, and I'm sure Danny would, too. Oh no! Of course, but this is a serious matter, Bill says, still pleasant. If it takes all day, that's what it will take. I have a right to speak with my client before you question him. If you're with KBI, you know this. Be grateful, Inspector, that I'm willing to do it out here on the police steps instead of taking him to my office on the back seat of my sled. 5 minutes, Jalbert says. Then to Danny, you're making it worse for yourself, son. Oh, please, Ball says, pleasant as ever. Spares the movie music. Jalbert shows the pegs of his teeth in a momentary grin. That's how he looks like inside all the time, Danny thinks. Sorry, guys, I know I'm repeating myself, but man, I get incomings and then if I don't highlight it, I lose my place, so I do apologize. Once Jalbert's gone, Bill says, he's quite the tater, isn't he? Danny doesn't know the word and wonders briefly as if Ball called Jalbert a tater, as in tater tot. Well, he's something. Truth is, he scares me, mostly because I didn't kill that girl, and he's sure I did. Ball holds up his hand. Whoa, no primary declarations. I called you my client, but you're not, at least as yet. My fee for this morning is $400. I should charge only $2, because I've forgotten most of what I once knew about criminal law, but it's Saturday morning, and I'd really prefer to be on the golf course. Is the amount agreeable? Fine, but I don't have a checkbook. Do you have $1? Yeah. Good enough for my retainer. Fork it over. And when Danny has done so, now you're my client. Tell me exactly what happened and why Inspector Jalbert has it in for you, and as he clearly does, you need to explain and add nothing extraneous and leave nothing out. That's going to come back to haunt you later. Danny tells him about the dream. He tells him about going to Gunnell and finding the Texaco station. He tells him about the dog. He tells him about the hand in the trash barrel. This is all crazy time stuff, but the color doesn't rise in his cheeks until he tells Ball how stupid he was about the anonymous tip. The way I look at it, that's actually in your favor, Ball says. You didn't know what you were doing, and wishing for anonymity, given how you came by your information, is completely understandable. I should have studied a little more, Denny says. I assumed, and you know what they say about, yes, make an ass out of you and me and oldie but a goodie. Daniel, have you ever had a previous experience of a psychic nature? No? Think carefully now. It certainly wouldn't hurt if there were prior, No, just this. Ball sighs and rocks back and forth. He's wearing motorcycle boots and knee-high compression socks with his XL shorts, which Danny finds amusing. All right, he says. It is what it is, another oldie but goodie. Ella Davis comes out. Danny, if you don't want to make the 2-hour ride to Great Bend, then answer our questions there. Let's get this show on the road. Paul smiles at her. And you are? Inspector Davis, KBI, and I'm losing my patience, so is Frank. Well, we certainly don't want that, do we? Paul says. And since your valuable time is also my client's valuable time, I'm sure Daniel will be happy to help you with your inquiry so he can get back to his Saturday. There's a rattling soft drink machine in the Manitou PD's break room. There's a counter with a coffee maker and a few pastries on it. The sign over the pastries says, "Kick a buck." On one wall is a plaque reading, "We serve and protect." On another is a poster showing O.J. Simpson and Johnny Cochran. The caption reads, "It don't mean shit if the glove doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must quit," is what I remember. In the middle of the room, there's a table with 2 chairs on either side and a microphone in the middle. Between the drink machine and the pastry counter, a camera on a tripod blinks its red eye. Jalbert spreads his hands at 2 of the chairs. Danny and his new lawyer take them. Ella Davis sits across from them and takes out a notebook. Jalbert stands, for the time being at least. He gives the date, the time, and the names of those present. Then he gives Danny and Miranda warning again, asking if he understands his rights. "I do," Danny says. "Spoil alert, inspectors, I'm mostly a real estate lawyer," Paul says. "I do land work with a number of local banks. I coordinate buyers and sellers. I write contracts. I write the occasional will. I'm no Perry Mason or Saul Goodman. Just here to make sure you are respectful and open-minded." "Who is Saul Goodman?" Jalbert asks. He sounds suspicious. Paul sighs. "A TV show, fictional character. Better Call Saul." "Oh, forget about it. Ask your questions." Jalbert says, "Speaking of respect, I want to tell you who deserved some Yvonne Wicker." And I gotta pause there, guys. Like, before the show Better Call Saul, Saul was actually Walter White's lawyer, aka attorney, aka guy that helped him launder money, etc. in Breaking Bad for Mr. Walter White and Associates. Okay, let's get back to it. Speaking of respect, I want to tell you who deserves some Yvonne Wicker. What she got instead was raped, stabbed repeatedly, and murdered. Ball frowns for the first time. "You're not prosecuting this case, sir. You are investigating it. Save the speeches and ask questions so we can get out of here." Jalbert shows his pegs again in what he may assume is a smile. "Just so you understand, Mr. Ball, and remember, we're talking about the cold-blooded murder of a defenseless young woman." "Understood." Ball doesn't look cowed. At least Danny doesn't think so, but the pleasant smile is gone. Jalbert nods to his partner. Ella Davis says, "How are you this morning, Danny? Doing good?" Danny thinks so. It's good cop and bad cop after all. "Other than everyone in Oak Grove thinking I'm in police trouble, I'm doing all right. You?" "Oh, I'm fine." "They'll know what kind of trouble this is soon enough, won't they?" "Not from us," she says. We don't talk about our cases until they're made. But Becky will, Danny thinks, and once she tells Cynthia Babson, it'll go viral. We'd like to have a peek at your phone, Davis says. Just a matter of routine. Would that be okay? She's giving him direct eye contact and a smile. Just a look at your locations could eliminate you from our inquiries, save time for us, and trouble for you. Bad idea, Paul says to Danny. I think they need a special search warrant for your phone, or they would have taken it already. Ignoring him, still wearing her best trust me smile, Davis says, and you'd have to unlock it for us, of course. Apple is very touchy about the privacy issue. Jalbert has retreated to the pastry counter, content to let the good cop carry the ball. At least for now. As he pours himself some coffee, he says, that would go a good long way toward establishing trust, Danny. Danny almost says, you trust me about as far as you could throw this table, but keeps it to himself. He doesn't need Ball, likable but clearly out of his depth, to tell him the less he says, the better. Hostile comments won't help, no matter how much he'd like to make them. He can tell the truth. He won't get him in trouble. Trying to explain the truth might. Danny takes his phone out of his pocket and looks at it. 10:23 already. How the time flies when you're having fun, he thinks, and puts it away again. I'm going to wait on that until we see how things go. You don't actually need a warrant, Jalbert says, now that he has his coffee. He's retreated to the poster of OJ and his lawyer. Pretty sure that's bogus, Paul says, but I could phone a colleague to make sure. Want me to do that, inspectors? I'm sure Danny will make the right call, Davis says. The flint-eyed woman who came to Wilder High with Jalbert is gone. This woman is younger and prettier, projecting an I'm on your side vibe. At least trying to, Danny thinks. There's no event data recorder on your truck, she says. Do you know what this is, or what that is? Danny nods. Darn thing doesn't even have a backup camera. When you put it in reverse, you actually have to turn around and look out the back window. Do you imagine, guys? Oh my gosh. She nods. So, you'll have to help us with your travels over the last few weeks. Can you do that? That's not much. I did go to see my brother in Boulder the weekend after school let out. I flew. That would be the weekend of... Jalbert is looking at his phone. June 3rd and 4th. That sounds right. He works at the Table Mesa King Supers. He feels like saying more. He's very proud of Stevie, but he leaves it at that. Earnest, wide-eyed, still smiling, Ella Davis says, let's try to be exact, Danny. This is important. Don't you think I know that? He wants to say. You're playing with my life here. I went on Friday afternoon, flew United, came back on Sunday. My flight to Great Bend left late, and I didn't get home until after midnight, so actually, it was Monday morning by the time I was back in my own bed. Thank you. We'll check on that. Other tips? Danny thinks it's over. Drove up to Wichita to see my ex on a Sunday. That was before the dream. Jalbert snorts. Ball looked at his own phone and says, could it have been the 11th of June? Danny thinks. Must have been, otherwise I've just been here back and forth to school, trips to the store, picked up the DJ at school. A couple times of DJ, Davis asked. Darla Jean, she's my friend, Becky's daughter, good kid, and he can't resist adding, thanks to you guys, I don't think I'll be seeing much of her for a while. Davis ignores this. Just to be clear, you went to Wichita to visit your ex-wife Marjorie Coughlin on the 11th of June? 11, Jalbert says, then says it again, as if to be sure of it. Margie, yeah, but she's gone back to her birth name, Jarvis, or Gervais. Said you got tired of coughlin, he doesn't add. Once you tell yourself not to spill your guts, it gets easier. Hey, you were arrested for stalking her, weren't you? Davis says, as if just passing the time. Ball stirs, but Danny puts a hand on his arm before he can say anything. No, I was arrested for violating and restraining orders she took out and disturbing the peace. The charges were dropped by her. Okay, good, and now you get along. Davis says this warmly, as if it's an accomplishment on the level of peace between Russia and Ukraine. Danny shrugs. Better than the last year we were married. We had lunch that day and I fixed her turn signals, fuse blew, so yes, we get along. Okay, this is good, Davis says, still warm and wide-eyed. Now, can you explain how Yvonne Wicker's fingerprints happen to be on the dashboard of your truck? Danny ponders the question and considers the fact that he's in an interrogation room instead of a jail cell. He gives Davis a smile and says, "Your nose is growing." "You think you're smart, don't you?" Jalbert says from in front of the poster. Davis gives him a look. Jalbert shrugs and flicks his 2 fingers at her, meaning she should carry on, he says, apropos of nothing. At least that Danny can figure out. 1, 3, 6. What? Nothing. Go on and tell your tale. Slight emphasis on tell. Davis says, "You have a little bit of temper problem, don't you, Danny?" "I used to drink, I stopped." "That isn't a very responsive answer," he says it reproachfully. "If we ask her ex, and we will, what will she say about your temper?" "She'll say I had what you just called it, a temper problem, past tense." "Oh, all gone? Is that right?" She waits. Danny says nothing. "Did you ever knock her around?" "No," then forces himself to add, "because it's the truth. I grabbed her by the arm, left a bruise. That was just before she kicked me out." "Never by the neck?" She smiles and leans forward, inviting confidence. "Tell the truth and shame the devil." "No." "And you never raped her?" "Hey, come on," Paul says. "Respect, remember?" "I have to ask," Davis says. "The Wicker girl was raped." "I never raped my wife," Danny says. Not for the first time, he's struck by a feeling of unreality and thinks, "I helped you guys. If not for me, the girl would still be a stray dog snack." "When's the last time you went to Arkansas City?" The change of direction feels like whiplash. "What? I've never been to Arkansas in my life." "Arkansas City, Kansas, near Oklahoma border?" "Never been there." "No? Well, we can check the EDR on your truck, can we? Because you weren't installed in Toyota Tundras for another year, but we could check on your phone, isn't that right?" Danny repeats, "Let's see how this goes." "How about Honeywell? That's also in Danny shakes his head. "I've heard of it, but never been there." "What about the Gas and Go, where I-35 and I-66 intersect?" "Or is that 166? Ever been there?" "I guess not that particular one, but they're all pretty much the same, aren't they?" "You guess? Come on, Danny, this is serious. If that Gas and Go is in Unwell, I've never been there." She makes a note, then gives him a reproachful look. "If we could just check your phone." Danny's had enough of this. He takes it out of his pocket and slides it across the table. Sorry guys, I just had an incoming. I'm trying to find my place again. Where was I? Okay. Danny has had enough of this. He takes it out of his pocket and slides it across the table. Jalbert steps forward and pounces on it, as if afraid Danny will change his mind. The passcode is 7813, and I'll have my IT guy check it when I get back, just to make sure you haven't added anything. This is pure bluff. Danny doesn't have an IT guy. We don't roll that way, Davis says. And you don't lie about fingerprints either. He pauses. Or DNA from semen. For a moment, Davis looks off her game, then she leans forward again and gives him her "you can tell me anything" smile. Let's talk about your dream, okay? Danny says nothing. Do you have these fantasies often? Ball says, come on now. It wasn't a fantasy if the woman's body actually turned out to be there. Another snort from Jalbert. Well, you have to admit it's awfully convenient, Davis says. Not for me, Danny says. Look where I am, woman. Do you mind telling us about this dream again, Danny? He tells them the dream. It's easy because it hasn't faded a bit. And although his trip out there was similar, there's no cross-contamination between the dream and reality. The dream is its own thing, as real as the kick-a-bucket sign above the pastries. As real as Jalbert's peculiar woolly widow's peak and avid yet lustreless eyes. When he's finished, Davis asks. For the official record, Danny assumes, since it's been asked before if he's had previous psychic flashes, Danny says he has not. Jalbert sits down to his partner. He drops Danny's phone in the pocket of the black coat. Would you be willing to take a polygraph? Well, I guess so. I'd have to go to the Great Bend for that, wouldn't I? So it would have to be after I finish work, and I'd have to get my truck back, of course. Right now, cleaning windows and sweeping floors is the least of your worries, Jalbert says. Are we done here? Ball says. I believe Mr. Coughlin has answered all your questions and more politely than I would have done in his position, and he'll need his phone back ASAP. Just a few more, Davis says. We can check on your trip to Colorado and your trip to Wichita, Danny, but that leaves a lot of time between the 1st and 23rd, doesn't it? Danny says, look at the locations on my phone. When I'm not home, it's usually in the glove compartment of my truck. The 2 boys I work with at high school can tell you I was there every day for 7:30 to 4. That's a good amount of the time you want to know about. Edgar Ball isn't a criminal lawyer, but he's not stupid. To Jalbert, he says. Oh my, you don't know when she was killed, do you? Or even when she was grabbed? Jalbert gives him a stony look. Color creeps into Ella's cheeks. She says, that's not relevant to what we're discussing. We are trying to eliminate Danny as a suspect. No, you're not, Ball says. You're trying to nail him, but you don't have a whole lot, do you? Not without a time of death. Jalbert wanders back to the poster of OJ and Johnny Cochran. Davis asks for the names of the boys Danny works with. Pat Grady and Jesse Jackson, like the political guy from the 70s. And guess what, boys and girls? He's still around. Can you believe that ish? So Davis scribbles on her notebook. Maybe your girlfriend can help us to nail down some of the times when... Oh my goodness. Let's see what time it is over here. Okay, we'll keep going for a bit. For a smidge. She's my friend, not my girlfriend. At least she was. And stay away from DJ. She's just a kid. Jalbert chuckles. You're in no position to give us orders. Danny, listen to me, Davis says. He points at her. You know what? I'm starting to hate the sound of my first name coming out of your mouth. We're not friends, Ella. This time it's Ball putting his hand on Danny's arm. Davis carries on as Danny has said nothing. She's looking at him earnestly, smile gone. You're carrying a weight. I can almost see it. That's why you're telling this story about a dream. He says nothing. It's awfully far out, you have to admit that. I mean, look at it from our point of view. I don't even think your lawyer believes it, not for a minute. Don't be sure, Paul says. More things in heaven and earth than are dreamed of in your philosophy, Shakespeare. Oh crap, Jalbert says from the poster. Me. Danny just holds the woman's gaze. Jalbert is a lost cause. Davis might not be, in spite of her hard shell. You feel remorse, I know you do, putting that barrel over Yvonne's hand and arm so the dog couldn't get at it anymore. And that was remorse. He says nothing, but if she really believes that, she might be a lost cause too. It was compassion, not remorse. Compassion for a dead woman with a charm bracelet on her mutilated wrist. But Davis is on a roll, so let her roll. We can help you take that weight off. It will be easy once you start, and there's a bonus. If you make a clean breast of it, we may be able to help you. Kansas has a death penalty and hasn't been used in over 40 years, Ball says. Hitchcock and Smith, the ones Truman Capote wrote the book about, they were last. They might use it for the Wicker Girl, Davis persists. Danny thinks it's interesting that young woman has become girl. Of course, that's what the prosecutor would call her, the girl, the defenseless girl. But if you own up to what you did, the death penalty would almost certainly be off the table. Make it easier for us and for yourself. Tell us what really happened. I did, Danny says. I had a dream. I went out to prove to myself a dream was all it was, but the girl was there. I called it in. You don't believe me? I understand that, but I'm telling the truth. Now, let's cut the crap. Are you going to arrest me? Silence. Davis continues looking at him for a moment with the same warm earnestness. Then her face changes, becomes not cold but blank, professional. She sits back and looks at Jalbert. Not at this time, Jalbert says. His dusty eyes say, but soon, Danny, soon. Danny stands up. His legs are like legs in his dream, as if he doesn't own them and they might carry him anywhere. Ball stands up with him. They go to the door together. Danny thinks he must be a little unsteady on his feet or too pale because Ball still has his hand on his arm. All Danny wants is to get out of his room, but he turns back and looks at Davis. The man who killed that woman is still out there, he says. I'm talking to you, Inspector Davis, because it's no good talking to him. He's made his mind up. You talk a good game, but I'm not sure you've made up yours. Catch him, all right? Stop looking at me and look for the man who killed her before he does it again. He might see something on her face. He might not. Ball tugs his arm. Come on, Danny. Let's go. Well, on that note, boys and girls, we are going to go to our second music break. Save Level Out. We did that one, and we... Oh my gosh. Did that one, and that one, and that one. Now we're going to Miss Mystique from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, featuring Beauty and the Beast with Rampage, as well as Time for School. Then we have Mr. Rick Casey from Boston with Main Thing. And then we have Miss Mocha T from Milwaukee as well with My Life. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
so much fire. Think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire. Think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. You people fire well, I'm the kind that made you inspire. Smoke detector can't take the batteries, what I require. I am led to put me out, you need a metal lid. Stop, drop, and roll to your nearest exit. Not the one to play, we'll make you go back and edit. Make you jump double dutch till your leg legs. Head knobbing with the flow, man, I need a helmet. I just screwed up these verses and got them pregnant. One of a kind, and chick could step to my comparison. F the world up with this, man, I should just marry it. My words are weapons, biggest tools that can't fit in your kid. They sell it fake, hoping I'd rather kill your hope like ISIS. Still killing it, infinite check the status, I'm getting the win. Froze the flows with multiple codes, my symbols grows, I'm cold as snow. I know the principles, and we feasting the beast with the dragon relief. When it happens, it show that I don't play though. Step into us will be so fatal. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me.
Hey, it's swag. I done got back in my bag. I done had people laugh. I done seen people pass. I spaz like spaz. The garbage man and they trash. This of course I can't crash. This a race and I'm fast. I pass the fake and put all of it last. Dragon so I clash. I hide it all in the stash. We are diamonds, they are brass. I'm connected with no lag. She a spin 30 for a bag. That's my wife and I'm glad. Michael Myers with his stabs. Ali with his jabs. A scientist in the lab. JJ Watt in his past. The amigos with the dab. This is why I ride. And I got the nag. Spazzy rolled a sack with Mystique in the back. Money tall like Shaq. Weapons like Iraq. I am cancer in a pack. The 9/11 attack. We don't know no slag. You can't hold us back. Rock and roll with
So
that.
much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me.
I like it when you pop it, drop it, swing. Nah, don't stop it, doing that thing. Go, go, girl, keep doing that thing. I just wanna make you my main thing. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Vanilla chocolate flavored, you're the only one that I'm searching for. You the one for me and I can't complain. You sunshine anytime it rain. Not around then I might go insane. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Honey, you're so sweet, I can't ignore. Thinking about you both more and more. Making it pop and drop and swing. I could be the king and you my queen. Yeah, they look good, but you I'm saying. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Who's them dudes in the back with the black on? Too deep, don't don't sleep or slack on. Come to the money, honey, I'ma get a stack on. Excuse me, ma, can I get my Mac on? To the left, throw it to the right. Do it like you wanna do it to me all night. From the block, kid know how to act hard. Like brick house, women with a fat backyard. In the club with me and my man's killing that. In the back door with me and my man chilling that. I'm on the floor, I'm like, damn, she killing that. It's going down, no cop around, feeling that. I'm fly, I'm a guy that'll get him. Player like me, need two of you with him. Call you a lollipop and I wanna lick up you. Number one, my top choice of pick. Come give it to me, mom. Go, go, girl. Nah, don't stop. Oh, no, girl. Break it down for me, hit it, get it gone. Can you keep it going? On and on and on. Now give it to me, mom. Go, go, girl. Nah, don't stop. Oh, no, girl. Hey, break it down for me, hit it, get it gone. Cause you got it going on and on and on. Can't deny the way that you too fly. Anytime that I look you in the eye, a phenomenon that I can't explain. Like the things you're doing to my brain. You don't only wanna take away my pain. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Can't stop thinking about how you move and all the things that I'ma do to you. True, this might be a little bit strange. Don't care if I don't even know your name. That's why I wanna tell you this simple and plain. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Who's them chicks all thick with the pumps on? Lumps in the front, back with the bumps on. Not a cat hoping that he get his humps on. I'm way beyond with them other chumps on. Sweet enough to eat and he might bite you. Wanna make love to you, I don't wanna fight you. Nobody like you, not a one like you. When you come around, no telling what he might do. Right now in the club, who the dawn? On a man that got it going on later on. I could tell by the dancing, you digging this song. You can tell I've been digging you all night long. And I love to be digging in you all night long. Party right here, hottie all night long. Let's flex it to the coat check, exit to the Lexus, Nexus, triple exit. Come on, give it to me, mom. Go, go, girl. Now don't stop. Oh, no, girl. Break it down for me, hit it, get it gone. Can you keep it going? On and on and on. Now give it to me, mom. Go, go, girl. Now don't stop. Oh, no, girl. Hey, break it down for me, hit it, get it gone. Cause you got it going on and on and on. I like it when you pop it, drop it, swing. Now don't stop it, doing that thing. Go, go, girl, keep doing that thing. I just wanna make you my main thing. You pop it, drop it, swing. Now don't stop it, doing that thing. Go, go, girl, keep doing that thing. I just wanna make you my main thing. Vanilla chocolate flavor, you're the only one that I'm searching for. You the one for me and I can't complain. You sunshine anytime it rain. Not around then I might go insane. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Honey, you so sweet, I can't ignore. Thinking about you both more and more. Making it pop and drop and swing. I could be the king and you my queen. Yeah, they look good, but you I'm saying. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Can't deny the way that you too fly. Anytime that I look you in the eye, a phenomenon that I can't explain. Like the things you're doing to my brain. You don't only wanna take away my pain. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that. Can't stop thinking about how you move and all the things that I'ma do to you. True, this might be a little bit strange. Don't care if I don't even know your name. That's why I wanna tell you this simple and plain. I just wanna make you my main thing. I like it when you pop that, drop that. Keep going, baby, now don't you stop that.
Life, the quality or state of being alive, a living organism, and I am. Mocha tea, let's get it. My life, the sugar, honey, iced tea. They wonder why I smile so gracefully, and wonder why I like blue cheese. When I'm lactose, 10 toes, 10 fingers, nigga, 10 hoes. Flow dope, whip it, microwave and stove was broke. Broke days, broke weeks, even broke months. A rich don't have them going crazy. Lettuce and mac and cheese got them going crazy. Irregular, abnormal, and unusual. So unusual, I got shot for being beautiful. You can tell me love, you so gorgeous, but yet got a gun pointing to my forehead. Yo, head break bread, yeah, we gon' feast. Remember the cold nights we had nothing to eat. Southern Belle raising hell, area near you. I'm hungry and leaving no proof. My life, my life, my life. It ain't always sunshine in my life. A big puzzle, I'm trying to figure peace ain't right. They thought I wasn't gonna make it, I know they didn't.
you believe? Are you ready? Get ready. It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You got to love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
The funniest memory that I could recall is getting up to sharpen my pencil as a kid, showing off my new outfit from head to toe. Yo, I love the life of 3 9-year-olds with hyper goals. My mind be blown. Don't get upset when the answer's wrong. Pray for strength and you'll survive to be strong. I am a teacher, it's how I define myself. Help me vibe so well. Don't stress, do your best and forget the rest. Mama made sure we pray to God, highly blessed, and I am honored. No weapon formed against us should prosper. Don't ever forget. And I bet when you enter into school, you'll feel ultimate. No consequences of your accomplishments. Move away from the negativity, it got you bit. And if you getting in the midst, just take the time and repent. Stay focused, get a pencil, write about the lesson. Raise your righteous hand, find the answer to questions. Could be your main plan, leave a saucy impression. You are your own fan, you got this, is what I recommend. Do you believe? Do you believe? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You gotta love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You got to love to learn and have fun. It's time for school. Back then, I loved school. I was cool. I was putting in my dues. I ain't wanna be no fool. Mama had it poppin', school supplies and shopping. Success was an option. Math had me locked in, but English was my topic. Lunchtime, I had it rocking. Lunch tables was knocking, and we wasn't stopping. In gym, I was good from the 3. Like Stockton, music class, I had everyone stuck. They was watching. We wore bow straps with retros and the watches. Love life, humble yourself. That's my creed. Think with your mind and heart, you will achieve. Pray on it, give it to God and proceed. Your goals, ambition, and God is all you need. Imagination and will is something we can't teach. Remember Dr. King, he had a whole dream. You can do whatever you want. I believe.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You gotta love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You got to love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out the red carpet. Yeah, you gotta learn to love to have fun. It's time for school. Roll out the red carpet. Yeah.
Wow. I just gotta say, wow, like a lot of stuff. Let me turn this down right now. A lot of stuff going on in the world today. Oh my god. Okay. It's insane. Epstein files, UAPs, UFOs, drones, droids, AI Atlas. There's so many things going on at this point in our life. Which way do you live? What do you believe? What do you know? What do you know? What do you believe? I don't know. I think let's just focus on one thing at a time, but yeah, Trump is unraveling right now. The Epstein files are being released, the emails are being released, etc., etc. So many people are going to be caught up, but I think it's going to be so overdrawn as far as people have been pushing for so long. It seems like it's more diluted at the end, but at the same time, it should be less diluted. It should be more pragmatic. It should be very different at the end. What would you do with the Epstein files? I don't know. I just know I've never liked Chump. Chump is not my friend. But yeah, if you believe in Chump, that's cool. I don't. I have family that has, and I'm not like one of those that is like, I don't like what you believe in, so I'm totally gonna block you. No, I still love you. Like, can we have a discussion here? People today can't. You try to have a discussion, and lo and behold, you can't, because people are just like, that's it, I'm blocking you. Or whatever. Like, why? Why is this happening? I don't understand. Anywho's, what do you guys think? I don't know, I'm quite perplexed, really. I think, okay, let's get down to brass tacks. I think this country, this realm, needs an enema. We need to clean it all out and start anew. And not the same way, differently, because obviously this way didn't work. And obviously, I want to say the hundreds of times, but let's say the 40 last times, I'm sure it's way more, probably 400 and something or 4,000 and something times that this happened. It still hasn't been fixed. Because the powers that be are pretty powerful. But out of all the times I've seen, and I've seen lots of things on the streets, different years and centuries, etc., people are fighting back. And people on the other end that are trying to do the control tactic. Oh, Democrat, Republican. I'm not even going to say the other parties because I really don't fucking care. I'm not either. I'm not any of those. I am me. And I believe what I believe. If somebody comes really close to what I believe, then I will vote for them. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Seriously. But no, it's insane. I can't believe that Trump made it for a second time, and here we are. Yeah, he said if he only had more time, he would have done this. And you gave him more time. And look what he's doing. I don't know. Oh, it makes me dizzy just thinking about it. It's insanity, if insanity was ever a thing. But let's just ignore that and continue, shall we? 23. When they are gone, Jalbert turns off the camera and the recorder. That was interesting. She nods. He peers into her face. Any doubts? No. Because a couple of times you looked like he might actually be convincing you. No doubts he knew where she was because he put her there. That's the logic. The dream story is TV bullshit. Jalbert takes Danny's phone from the pocket of his coat. He punches in the passcode, swipes through various apps, then turns it off again. We'll get this to forensics ASAP. They'll go through the whole schmear, not just his locations going back to June 1st. Emails, texts, photos, search history, clone it, get it back to him tomorrow or Monday. Given the way he turned it over to us, I don't think we'll find much, Davis says. I didn't expect that. He's a confident son of a buck, but he may have forgotten something. Just one single text could be enough. Davis remembers Jalbert saying the same thing or close to it. About one single hair in the cab of Coughlin's truck being enough, but they found nothing, she says. And let me just put a pause there and say, a single hair, a single fiber, a single DNA cell a fingerprint, anything like that will bring you down if you're into something like that, I'm telling you. I gotta tell you right now. Alright, let's see, where were we? But they found nothing, she says. We'll just find the one trip out to Gunnell. You know that, right? His phone was back at his trailer when he killed her and when he buried her, both at the same time or separately. Count on it. She just said... Okay, I gotta pause. Just said, and when he buried her. Okay. You can count on it. Jalbert says, 4. Pardon me? Nothing, just thinking out loud. We'll get him, Ella. That confidence is his. The arrogance will bring him down. How serious were you about the polygraph? Jalbert gives a humorless laugh. He's either a sociopath or an outright psychopath. Did you feel that? She considers, then says, Actually, I'm not sure I did. I am sure. Seen his kind before, and 9 times out of 10, they can beat the poly, which would make it pointless. They leave the room and walk down the hall. The young cop who brought Coughlin in asks them how it went. Turning the screws, Davis says, Jalbert likes that and gives her a pat on the arm. When they're outside, Davis digs her cigarettes out of her bag and offers them to Jalbert. Or is it Halbert? I don't know. It's a J. I'm thinking Halbert, but I'm saying Jalbert because it is a J. Who shakes his head but tells her to go ahead. The smoking lamp is lit. She flicks her bic and takes a deep drag. The lawyer was right. We don't have much, do we? Jalbert looks out over the main street where not much is happening. Par for the course in Manitou. We will, Ella. Count on it. All else aside, he really does want to confess. You almost had him. He was wavering. Davis doesn't think he was wavering at all, but doesn't say so. Albert has been doing this for a long time, and she trusts his instincts over her own. 2 things continue to bother me, she says. What? How relieved he looked when you told him you had that DNA from the doer, and how he smiled when I told him that we had our fingerprints on the dashboard of his truck. He knew I was lying. Albert runs a hand through the remains of his red-gray hair, and he knew you were bluffing. But the DNA thing, it was just so what? So immediate, like he thought he was off the hook. He turns to her. Think about the dream, Ella. Did you believe that for even a single second? She hesitates or answers without hesitation. No. He was lying. There was no dream. He nods. Keep that centered in your thoughts, and you'll be fine. Albert has a 5-room bachelor and shed in Lawrence, almost within shouting distance of the home office in Kansas City, but he won't be going there until Coughlin has been arrested, indicted, and bound over for trial. His boxy 2-bedroom suite in Lyons is close to both Manitou and Great Bend. Well, in Kansas terms, they're close. It's a big state, the 13th largest. Albert likes to keep track of such things. He stands at the window on Saturday evening, watching dusk turn to dark, thinking about the interrogation of Coughlin that morning. Ola did a fine job. Albert couldn't have been better himself, but it was unsatisfying just the same. He didn't expect Coughlin to lawyer up. He expected him to confess. Next time, he thinks, just have to keep grinding. He's good at grinding, but tonight he has nothing to grind on, nothing to do. He doesn't watch TV, and he's run the chairs twice. He got a couple of Hot Pockets at the convenience store across the street and zapped them in the microwave. 3 minutes, 180 seconds, 1 to 18, added inclusively with 9 left over. Albert doesn't like leftover numbers, but sometimes you have to live with them. Hot Pockets aren't particularly tasty, and Halbert has an expense account, but he never even considers ordering from room service. What would be the point? Food is just body gasoline. You gotta have it, I have to add. He's never been married. He has no friends. He likes Davis, but she is and always will be an associate. He has no pets. Once, as a child, he had a parakeet, but it died. He has no vices unless masturbation counts, which he does once a week. The problem of Coughlin nags Adam. He's like a fly that keeps avoiding the rolling up newspaper. Pause and going to the whole what they were just talking about. It's very healthy. I don't give a frack what religion says. Pleasuring yourself is not a sin. You have rights, you have freedom, you have all these things. The sin is when the brother was pulling out as he was trying to impregnate his brother's wife. He's like, I'll impregnate your wife, brother. And to keep doing it longer and longer and longer, he kept pulling out, which we all know. The pull-out method works, we'll say 30% of the time, so this guy got pretty lucky when he was doing that. Yeah, going off on something I didn't even expect. But what do you think? Like, I don't think it's a sin. We're meant to find happiness. We're meant to have ease, and this is a way to ease yourself. Let's continue. I'm trying to find where we are. We don't have much, Ella said, and she was right. They know he did it, but the truck was clean, the trailer was clean, and he showed up with a lawyer. Not a very good one, but a lawyer is a lawyer. The phone may give them something, but given the way Coughlin handed it over, not at first, Halbert says. He took time to think about it, didn't he? Making sure it was safe. Why the lawyer? Is it possible that Coughlin doesn't want to confess until he's had his 15 minutes of fame as the psychic who dreamed where the body was buried? That he wants publicity? If that's what he wants, I'll see that he gets some, Halbert says, and no longer after that, sleep takes him. For Danny, the week of the 4th of July is the week from hell. Pat Grady doesn't show up for work on Monday. Danny asks Jesse if Pat is sick. No clue, Jesse says. I work with him here, otherwise we don't hang. Maybe he thought because the 4th is tomorrow we had today off? Sorry guys, hold on. This doesn't surprise Danny. Jesse Jackson is a young man on his way to somewhere. Pat Grady is a young man on his way to nowhere, except maybe to Manatee Bars once he's old enough to drink. There are quite a few Danny visited all of them back in the day. Pat strolls in around 10, starts some story about having to help his dad, and Danny tells him he's fired. Pat stares at him shocked. You can't do that. Danny says, I just did. Pat gives him an unbelieving look, cheeks flushing, the acne on his forehead flaring. Then he heads for the door. When he gets there, he whirls around and shouts, You! Back at ya, Danny says. Pat slams out. Danny turns and sees Jesse down the doors to the gym, rolling a mop bucket. He pauses long enough to give Danny a thumbs up, which makes Danny grin. Pat leaves the parking lot with the motor of his poor old abused Mustang screaming. He lays 40 feet of rubber. That won't do your tires any good, Danny thinks. But at least Pat Grady is one stone out of his shoe. I don't think it's like how much rubber you put down or whatever. It's like the torture. When he gets home that evening, Jesse gives him a ride. His truck is parked outside his trailer. There are smears of fingerprint powder all over the cab and lingering smell like ether. Probably from the stuff they use to look at bloodstains. The keys are in the cup holder and his phone is on the passenger seat. On Tuesday, the glorious 4th, Danny sleeps in. Okay, I gotta pause right there. Have you been allowed to sleep in? Because it's either, well, man, my kids, or the dogs, or the chickens, or the geese, or whatever. Sleeping so good, sleeping so good. I don't have to go to the bathroom, aka pee, unless I'm awoken. And then I'm aware. And then all of a sudden, pee. Otherwise, I could sleep for days and days and days and days. I wish I had a little cubby, a little sleep cubby. Therefore, out thou, I could stay there and get some sleep and not worry about getting up to pee, I must say. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great, wouldn't it? 25. Back at you, Danny says. Pat slams out. Danny turns and sees Jesse down by the doors to the gym, rolling the mop bucket. We read this before. But at least Pat Grady is one stone out of his shoe. When he gets home that evening, Jesse gives him a ride. His truck is parked outside his trailer. There are smears of fingerprint powder all over the cab and lingering smell like ether. Probably from the stuff they use to look for bloodstains. Keys are in the cup holder, and his phone is on the passenger seat. I still have yet to try ether. My old man has bragged about it in the past. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but now I'm intrigued. On Tuesday, the glorious 4th, Danny sleeps in. While he's eating a late breakfast, he remembers he took his keys, but his phone is still in the truck. He gets it mostly to see if he's gotten a text from Margie. Something with fireworks, maybe. There's no happy 4th from her and no emails, but he's got a voicemail from his lawyer asking Danny to call. Danny has a good idea what that's about. He wishes Ball a happy holiday. Ball wishes him one right back. You're probably calling about your fee, but they didn't bring my truck back until yesterday. He's wryly aware that he sounds quite a lot like Pat. I'll bring a check tomorrow to your office this afternoon. That's not why I called. You made the paper. Denny frowns. What are you talking about? The Bayfield paper? Not the telescope, plain's truth. Danny pushes away his cereal bowl. You mean that free handout? The one that's full of coupons? I never bother with that. The very one. Sarah, my assistant, told me about it, so I picked one up with a morning donut. Strictly advertised, supported, so they can give it away free. Those ads must pay pretty well because you can pick one up at every market convenience store, free store, and gas station across 4 counties. The content, such as it is, features local sports, right-wing editorials, and 2 or 3 pages of reader letters, mostly of the rant and rave variety. As far as news goes, they don't care what they print, which in the latest issue includes the dead woman's name. They printed it. Yep. Yvonne Whitker of Oklahoma City, and listen to this. Please receive an anonymous tip, which led them to the unfortunate young woman's shallow grave behind an abandoned building tunnel. Small town near the Nebraska border. A reliable source tells plain truth that the tipster has been identified as Daniel M. Coughlin, currently employed as janitor of Wild High School. He is to be aided KBI detectives with their hunt for the killer. Okay, so yeah, this just ain't adding up the way it's supposed to. I don't even know what they're talking about at this point. When asked how Mr. Coughlin knew the location of the body, our source was mum. It doesn't tell readers to connect the dots, but it really doesn't have to, does it? Halbert, Danny says, the handout not holding his phone is curled into a fist. Let's say I agree. Either him or Davis. Not her, him. But try proving it. 6 cops in Manitou Station knew they saw us come in, plus the one who gave you a ride to the interrogation from our trailer park. Then there's the people in your trailer park. They could have made a pretty good guess why the cops were there. Sure, and Becky knew. He even told her about the dream, but still. He doesn't have enough to arrest me, does he? So he does this. Jumping to conclusions really won't help. Come on, man. Did you see him? Hear him? Ball size. Danny, you need a lawyer who can advise you better than I can. A criminal lawyer. I'll stick with you for the time being. Maybe this will blow over. It might be, I suppose. Only 4 words, but they are enough to tell Danny that Ball thinks that is unlikely, maybe even absurd. What? Seriously, that's crazy. Oh my. 26. On Wednesday of the week from hell, Danny finds out he's going to lose his job. At noon, he goes out to his truck, planning to grab his dinner bucket and join Jesse at one of the picnic tables out back. He takes his phone out of the glove compartment, checks his emails, and immediately loses his appetite. He has 3. One is from Belleville Telescope and one is from Plains Truth, both asking for comment about his connection to the moida of Yvonne Whitker. The one from Plains Truth also asked him to confirm or deny. reports that you were led to Miss Wicker's burial site in a dream. It's another realm, you guys. If you have dreams about stuff, don't wash it away. Be like, it was just a dream. This is an encounter in another realm. Retain it. Take a dream journal. Write in it. Due to the regrettable suddenness of this reorganization, the email continues, your salary will continue to be paid through the month of July and the first week of August. If he has questions, he should get in touch with the assistant superintendent and county schools controller, Susan Eggers. These are phone numbers and also a Zoom link. Danny reads this boilerplate, "fuck you," over several times to make sure he understands. Then he tosses the phone back into the glove compartment and cuts through the gym to the picnic table. "Want some chili?" Jessie asks. "My ma always gives me too much. I heat it up in the mic." "I'll pass. I've got liverwurst and cheese." Jesse wrinkles his nose as if, what a bad smell. "Also," Danny continues, "I seem to have been fired." Jess puts down his plastic spoon. "Say what?" "You heard me. Friday is my last day." "Why?" He pauses, then says, "Is it about a girl?" "You know about that, huh?" "Well, everybody knows about it." "Of course they do," Danny thinks. "Well, they're not saying that, but they couldn't, could they? Since I didn't do anything but report a body. They're saying budget cuts." He expects more questions from Jesse about the body and how he found it, but Jesse may be the only person in Wilder or Republic County who isn't eager to know about his bad dream. Unless he has other concerns, and God bless him for it, Danny thinks. "Oh man, we're supposed to put a coat of varnish on the gym floor. I can't do that by myself. I don't know how." "It's not rocket science. We'll do it tomorrow. The important thing is, once you start, you have to keep going. And wear a bandana or a COVID mask. We'll open all the windows but it's still gonna stink." "They can't leave her alone," Jesse almost bleats out. "I don't have any keys, and I don't want them. Please, Danny, I'm black. Something happens. Cleaning supplies disappear or stuff from the canteen. He's gonna get blamed." "I hear you, and I'll find out what the plan is," Danny says. "I have a number to call. I'm going to take care of you if I can." "Can they do it? Can't you, sue their asses?" "I don't think so," Danny says. "Kansas is an at-will state. What that means is that my employer doesn't need to provide just cause for my termination." "That's unfair!" Danny smiles. "For which of us? You or me?" "Both of us, man. I mean, shit. What the fuck are you talking about?" Danny says, "But I still have some of that chili." "Oh, could you? I think you could, perhaps." Oh, I forgot to do the sound effect. Ready? Yeah. 27. He doesn't call Susan Eggers that afternoon. He Zooms her. He wants to look her in the face, but first he checks the Wilder County budget for last year and the current one. He finds what he expected. Eggers is a middle-aged woman with a helmet of gray hair, round gold-trimmed glasses, and a narrow face. An accountant's face, Danny thinks. She's at her desk. Behind her is a framed jumbo-sized version of Little House on the Prairie book jacket. Little girls in the back of the Conestoga wagon, both of them looking scared to death. "Mr. Flynn," she says. "That's right, the man you first fired." Eggers folds her hands and looks directly into the computer's camera lens. "Terminated, Mr. Coughlin, and although we didn't have to, we even gave you a valid reason." "Budget cuts, yes, but the county school budget isn't smaller this year. It's actually 10% larger. I checked to be sure." She gives him a tight little smile that says, "Oh, ye of little knowledge. Inflation has outpaced our budget." Danny says, "Why don't we cut through this, Miss Eggers? You didn't terminate me, you fired me. And the reason wasn't budgetary. It was because of rumors about a crime I didn't commit and haven't been charged with. Tell the goddamn truth." Susan Eggers clearly isn't used to being talked to this way. Her cheeks flush and a vertical line grooves her previously smooth forehead. "Do you really want to go there? All right. I've been given some rather unpleasant information about you, Mr. Coughlin. Aside from your current situation, you were arrested for violating a restraining order after stalking your ex-wife. You were jailed in Wichita, I understand." The jail part is true, but he was only in the cooler for a night, and it was for being drunk in Ostra Paris. Saying this, however, won't help his case, not that he has a case to make. "You've been talking to a man named Albert, haven't you? You or the superintendent? The specter of KBI? Wears a black coat and baggy jeans?" She doesn't answer, but she blinks. That's answer enough. Mr. Coughlin, the school department, has been more than generous with you, in my view. We are paying you through July for work. ... On the first week of August, don't forget that. Yes. Through July. On the first week of August, for work you won't be doing. She hesitates, clearly debating the wisdom of going forward, but he stung her. If he wants the goddamn truth, he can have it. Let us say, for the sake of discussion, that your current situation has played a part. Your name is in print in connection with a terrible crime. What would you do if it came to your attention that a high school custodian in your district, a man who is around teenage girls every school day, was an accused wife abuser and is now being questioned by the police about a rape, and murder? What I would be worried about, besides the wife, etc., is missing girls from the school and things that he would do to them. This guy is crazy wicked, I gotta say, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah. Big. I have 11 minutes and 30 seconds. He could tell her that Margie never accused him of abuse. She just wanted him to stop yelling on her lawn at 2 a.m. Come on back, Margie, I'll change. He could tell her that he has no idea who killed Yvonne Wicker. He could tell her that he's morally sure that Freebie Rag got his name from Inspector Halbert, because Halbert knew they'd have no qualms about publishing it, None of that is going to make a dime's worth of difference to this woman. Are we done, Mr. Coughlin? Because I have work to do. Not quite, because you don't seem to have thought about what's going to happen at WHS once I'm gone. The, what do you call it? Ramifications. Who's going to replace me? I have one summer hire. I have a kid named Jesse Jackson. He's a good kid and an excellent worker, but he can't do the job by himself. For one thing, he doesn't know how. For another, he's only 17. Too young to take on responsibility. For a third, he'll be back in class full-time on September. You guys, let me start from the beginning of this page because are we done, Mr. Coughlin? Because I have work to do. Not quite, because you don't seem to have thought about what's going to happen at WHS once I'm gone. The, what do you call it, ramifications. Who's going to replace me? I have one summer hire, a kid named Jesse Jackson. He's a good kid, an excellent worker, but he can't do the job by himself. For one thing, he doesn't know how. For another, he's only 17. Too young to take on the responsibility. For a third, he'll be back in class full-time come September. He will be. Let it go as well, Edgar says. When you lock up on Friday, the keys should be returned to the school principal, Mr. Oates. He lives right there in Manitou, I believe. Does Jessie also get paid for July and the first week of August? Danny knows the answer to this question, but he wants to hear her say it. If he was hoping for embarrassment, he doesn't get it. What he gets is an indulgent smile. I'm not afraid. He needs that money. He's helped out at home. I'm sure he'll find another job, like they're just lying around in Wilder County. She picks up a paper on her desk, studies it, puts it down. I believe you had another boy, Patrick Grady. His parents have lodged a complaint. They called Mr. Coates and told him. The boy quit because you threatened him. For a moment, Danny is so amazed and infuriated, he can't even speak. Then he says, Pat Grady was fired for chronic tardiness and sloppy work. He wasn't threatened. He's just a common garden variety slacker. Jesse would tell you the same thing if you were to ask him, which I doubt you'll do. There's hardly any need for that. It's just one more part of a picture that's less than handsome. A picture of your character, Mr. Coughlin. Be happy that we're letting you go for budgetary reasons, but it will look like, I don't know, better on your, we're letting you go for budgetary reasons. It will look better on your resume when you seek further employment, and now I'm rather busy. The school is just going to stand empty for the rest of the summer. All else aside, Danny hates to think of that. WHS is a good old lady, and there is so much wear and tear in the course of a school year. It's July, and he's barely gotten started. But what about in the fall? Not your concern, Edgar says. Thank you for calling, Mr. Coughlin. I hope your current problems work out. Goodbye. Wait, just sit down. But there's no point because Susan Eggers is gone. My God, Becky. 28. That's where we're at. If you can sheath or believe it, it's crazy. 28. Early on Thursday evening of the week from hell, Danny is in the Manitou IGA doing his weekly shopping. Can you guys believe it? That is so crazy. I don't know. Please leave me a comment of what you think is going on during this whole scandalous effect, but we have T-minus 4 minutes and 45 seconds going on right now, and girl, I don't even know. This is cray in the hey. I just realized that the beginning song is the very, very same as the last song. That's pretty intense. But I just want you guys to know I'm so grateful that you're here with me tonight, hanging out with me. Wherever you may be out there beyond the Omniverse tonight, beyond this universe, I don't know, where are you? Who are you? What the hell is going on? I just know you're there, and to me, I have so much gratitude for that. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. Oh, there goes my clipboard. Anywho, that sucks. That was my intro and my music mix, etc. But you guys, I don't know if you know, but if you know, you know. The world is coming to a different place. The world is coming to a precipice right now. Do you know that? It's, I want to say insanity. It's insanity! But it is, but it's not. We're all here together, and things are coming through. Things are not making sense. And then we see it and we try to deal with it, and it's just like, what do we do? What can we do? What I think, we work together. We stick together. We get through this together. Because if we're against each other, we're in trouble. What do you think? Do you think we're in trouble? I think we're in trouble if we don't work together. And it really frackin' freaks me out. What else are we supposed to do? Well, you guys, thank you so much once again for hanging out with me tonight. It was my pleasure hanging out with you and entertaining you, perhaps. Thank you to all my friends out there, wherever you may be listening beyond the Omniverse tonight. I had a wonderful time and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night. Don't forget, we're all in this together. Together we can make the world a bit better, and together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. Please, if you have the means, ability, or initiative, if you believe in what I am trying to do here, or just enjoy hanging out with me on the airwaves, sling or fling some green or coin or whatever my way, it would really help me keep the mothership afloat, because we're about to go down. Even our, not just our crypto coin, our Geek Squad, our computer protection is about to go down. I am losing everything. I've lost all my websites and everything. This is about the end of it, but PO Box 663, Bayfield, Colorado, $sign TessaTNT on Cash App, at TessaTNT on PayPal, and Venmo at Tessa-Thomas-TNT. Night, love and light. I love you guys. Please take care of my yous, and I will see you back here tomorrow night, same time, same place. I love you, my beautiful friend, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow night. Please, please have sweet dreams. My dreams have been super crazy, but I wish you the best.